Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a special video I'm uploading for you guys. The past couple of weeks I've been working on the truck and the Ford Roadster, and you saw at the very end of the last upload that I made a trailer for the Freightliner. So this is kind of a part B to the update number 4. This trailer right here probably cost about $10 to build, so definitely on the cheap side if you can't afford a trailer to purchase, because they're usually about $20, $30, $40 for the trailers that you can buy. And this will add a lot to the presentation of your next build, whether it's a small truck or it's a big truck or even a car, depending on how many axles you want to add to it, how big you want the trailer. And so this video is about that, how I built it. And so let's get over to the workbench and let's take a look at what it took to build this trailer out of scraps. Alright, so before we get to the workbench, this has not been on the channel. I have been building this whole week. This is a trailer to go behind the truck. I literally just got done painting it because I actually had forgot about it. I had it put out of the way, so I actually forgot that I needed to paint it this week. And so it just got its 2 coats of flat black. I don't know if it's going to go just with this truck or if it might be a multiple truck trailer kind of use. So right now I'm just going with basic colors, and we might get a better look at that in a little bit on the video, but it's drying right now, so that's as much as we can look at right now. I don't want to put it on my turntable. I get paint on it. So I like to jokingly say that as I'm building these models, they talk to me and tell me that they want this or want that modification or customization or something. But as I'm building these models and as my skill level increases, I get these ideas to do something else to them, to try to modify them in some way and make them look even better. And my turntable is tilted a bit. I don't know why. I gotta take a look at that. It's the first time I've ever used it, as you guys know that have been following along the channel. So we will take a look at that and see what's going on with that. Makes my trailer look crooked. But I built it on the desk here, so on the workbench, so I know it's straight. It's just looking crooked on the turntable here. But I decided to build a trailer to go with the truck, which I'll move the turntable in a minute and you can get a look at what the whole setup looks like. But I had a couple axles and I had to scrounge to find 2 more tires and another axle because it seemed like a 2-axle trailer behind it was not going to be big enough. So I made a 3-axle trailer, and it will be hauling another car on it, which I'm not sure how I'm going to display it because right now I'm only building 1 car with this. So maybe the next car I build will be the one sitting on the trailer. But it's like I was building this truck, and this past week it's like it needed a trailer. And so I was like, okay, well, let's find some styrene, let's find some styrene tubing, and let's just build something from scratch. So I did just paint this. The paint's flat black, so it dried about 20 minutes ago. As you can see, I still need some detailing on the inside here, but I literally got used styrene. You can still see the numbers, I hope. It's kind of funny. You still see the numbers on the actual piece of styrene I found that would fit the axles. And so then I put a set of axles together, which I haven't finished hooking those up and making them look really nice. But you see, this is supposed to not be seen, and it's actually mounted upside down, but just so that all the axles would hook in together and run together. But literally this came with that drive shaft on it, so I might even cut that off and try to sand these down so that they look more like trailer axles instead of differentials. but you won't be able to see it. So maybe that's something that I'll work on later too. But this one came with this piece of frame up here. It made it glue better and hold better to each other as I was gluing it. So I just left all that stuff on there to make it hold better. Then I really had a hard time trying to find one more rear axle that I could work with. And as you can see, these are sitting nice and straight and plugged into the holes of the back of the wheels. But this one, you see it's off a little bit, and I got a piece of styrene stuffed in there on both sides just so I could get them right where I wanted them and get the tires lined up with these tires so that all the tires would sit level on the ground. Because if you look, something that I wouldn't usually tell people, but if you look, this tire is one size smaller than that tire, than those. The rim is also, I would say, I think the rim's also a size smaller, but the tires are definitely a size smaller. But it's those little things that, you want to build something, you can't afford to buy a trailer, then it's something that you can build out of scraps. And so after I got this trailer attached to these two axles, and then I finally found this axle and extra wheel backs and put those on there. Then I got a sheet of styrene, and I decided what size I wanted to make it, and literally built this frame on the table here. And yeah, glue gets on the table and it kind of glues itself to the table, but I literally, once I'm done gluing it, since the table has the kind of finish it does on it, just like a countertop table, I just take my ruler and just start shoving it under the edges as it's not completely done curing. The glue is still trying to dry, but it's been sitting there for like an hour or 2 hours, something like that. I'll start wedging this under and just scooping it right up off the table as I'm trying to get under it and literally peel it off of the counter, because it's a very good work surface, and the glue, if I left it there for a couple of days, it would make it really hard to get off. But once the styrene has actually started to adhere, which is like 20 minutes or so, then as I peel it up, it kind of flexes a little bit. But once I get it completely peeled up, I'll slide it over and set it somewhere else so that it's not got a puddle of glue on the table, and let it finish drying there. And then you get a nice straight frame. And then all I did was glue bomb the entire frame all the way around on the top side of it. I glue bombed it all the way around. A nice stream of glue all the way around the frame, every little piece. And then I laid this flat sheet of styrene on top of it. As you can see, it is flat black, and like I said, I just painted it. I can literally wipe some of the dust off of it. So I'm gonna go back, and it's gonna get a little bit of sanding on it. It may get a flat clear on it, just so that you can't make marks on the paint and stuff like that in the future, because we're going to be putting trucks and cars and all kinds of stuff on it for display pictures and things like that. So I just thought you guys would like to see that I added this to the build. Something that I think is going to look really cool with it. Speaking of, let's go ahead and set that up. So I want to be able to use the full capacity of the trailer and the full capacity of the bed on the truck. So I'm going to build a tongue for the trailer and a hitch at the back of the truck that's going to put the trailer right about where it's at now, so that there is a slight gap in between the two, and that way if it was a one-to-one and you turned, then it wouldn't hit the trailer. And I build everything with that in mind, that even if it doesn't turn out that way, I do try to make it so it's like a one-to-one. Like if this truck was pulling a trailer, it would have a 3-axle trailer, not a 2-axle trailer, unless it was, had big tires and stuff like that. But if it's going to run a small trailer like this, like a drop bed trailer, then it's definitely going to run smaller tires on it and a 3-axle, because this truck can carry that, it can pull that kind of weight. And so you would set it up that way. So I got it so that, like, I could, like, say that he was going to take these vehicles out to the desert, like take them to Utah and go out there and go climbing some rocks with them, and try to maybe even take the snowmobile out there on the sand dunes. And he's got some extra jugs of gas in there, and he's got his little toolbox, which I didn't detail none of that stuff when I built this truck. But this is just an idea of the truck needed a trailer to complete the set. And so when I get it all done and all painted, this trailer will have all the tie downs and little bars like that so that the vehicles don't fall off, and it'll have all those little tiny things on it. And it seemed like it just needed a trailer to complement the truck. That wraps it up for this video, guys. Actually was doing another video, and then I saw that I was working on editing this video, so I actually had forgot that I was working on this video for you guys. So it's kind of how my brain works. Forget a lot of things going on, but glad to get this video wrapped up for you guys, to get it uploaded as soon as I can. And hope you guys enjoyed how I pretty much took about $10 and some leftover parts and made this trailer, and hope this inspires you guys to add something extra to that model that you're building, whatever it is, to just give it that extra little thing to show off in the build that, you know, just makes it look unique and one of a kind and something extra special. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.